Welcome to Share Talk. We're here today with David Bramhill, who is the CEO of Union Jack Oil. Welcome, David.
Good afternoon to everybody.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Could you start by giving us an overview of your year-end results?
Yes, of course. Year-end results financially were very much of an exploration company. We have some production, but obviously not as much as we'd like. So the results are in line with expectations. Majority of money in the company spent in the ground, which is terrific. There's no lifestyle community, and in our company, no room for that. So the financials, not much to discuss. They've been the same practically for about 4 years since incorporation, and we intend to keep them round about the same.
And you've recently had a fundraising round. What do you intend to do with those funds?
Oh, that money was raised. We tend to raise money. Obviously, you need enough money to keep going for 12 months under the audit rules, as going concern. But we normally only raise money when we have a project or something we need to do. And this particular funding was in preparation for success at West Newton. And if that happens, we test for wells. So the money was raised for an extended well test program. And obviously, should it be a success, we'll be moving on looking at other areas. And we've the money to do that. Maybe shoot 3D seismic over a couple of other bits. So we're fully funded to do that. All our commitments for this year we're financially fully funded for.
Great. Can you tell us about the prospects for the West Newton?
Yeah, the prospects, the actual chance of success ranges from between 60% and 72%, depending on how you look at it to get that figure. We always go a little bit more conservative than other people. We don't over-promote. So our chance of success, commercial success, is 60%. Geological success, we'd say 100%. So what that means to shareholders is, I'm pretty sure we'll find gas, but it needs to be enough to actually make the whole project commercial.
Right.
We're currently drilling. The wells being drilled at the moment up at West Newton, which is good news. We know we've waited a long time for that project. It's been on our books for 2 years, trying to get us an interest, a stake in this, and it's happened, and now we'll see what happens.
And can you tell us about the Biscathorpe project as well?
Of course, yeah. Biscathorpe was a curate's egg. We've always said, or the operator, that it's one of the biggest undrilled prospects in the United Kingdom. So we actually drilled it in January, February, and the main target we missed. Don't know why. That's Mother Nature, geology. We didn't find what we were looking for, but we did find a whole bunch of other highly positive things, such as a range of suite of gases, which indicate a hydrocarbon system nearby. So what's going to happen there is we reprocess the seismic, find another target, because we know that the oil is there. It's just literally that's what we do. We explore.
Yeah, must be interesting. I mean, what are you when you find a site? I mean, what are your chances of success? Yes.
No? Oh, it ranges. It can be as low as 10%. It can be 80%. There's never 100% though, and that's what it's like when you say 4 out of 5 wells come in the United Kingdom onshore. And so if you drill 4 wells and the 5th well is going to be a success, it doesn't work like that. It's all about probabilities.
Yeah.
So it's always risk. We're in a risk game, high risk game, but the rewards obviously are worth the risk. And I'm old enough now. I've had a lot of disappointments and a hell of a lot of success as well.
You've been in the industry for a long time as well.
Very long, yeah, since I was 16. I'm not going to tell you when that was. Look at the lines.
It's obviously an industry you enjoy, though.
Oh, of course. It's great.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing anything else. I can't imagine not doing anything else, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I started off in the North Sea when it was just an acorn, really. A dream when they found oil. And funny thing is, because I was the only single guy around in the company then, they sent me off. That's how I got involved in oil.
To the middle of the North Sea? And you'd go for what, months at a time?
Not months, no, but I used to go everywhere. Middle East, America, Europe, Finland, anywhere in Europe and the Far East, Iran. It's an amazing place there. You'd be on the beach and you see the shark fins coming along about 10 feet away from you. Seriously, great. So spent a lot of time in Abadan, Bandar Abbas, or I had a big tough. I've been around the block a bit.
So it's an industry that's taken you around the world.
Oh
basically.
yeah, what an opportunity!
Exactly.
I can't say the places I've been to, all of them were very, very good, but what an opportunity! Yeah, great.
So tell us about the wrestle planning inquiry.
Wrestle planning, the bane of my life, the bane of the operator's life. We made a discovery in 2014, a very, very good discovery onshore, probably one of the best discoveries next to Horse Hill.
Right.
Only we're poles apart. Horse Hill is the south, we're up in the north. It flowed marvellously. I was there. My technical guy, Graham Bull, we were on site. We were certainly very much hands-on. And when we're there waiting for them to turn the taps on, and when it flowed, it's amazing. What a great feeling. So you then put a field development plan into the government, the OJO, Oil and Gas Authority. They come along and rubber stamp and say, yep, all very good. Then you go with an application to the council, the local council. Planning officer for the council recommends it. Now remember, all this stuff is highly regulated. It's not just his decision. You've got the Environmental Agency, Health and Safety, Oil and Gas Authority. So everything is covered to, it has to be, there's no room for even minutiae there. It's all covered. The first appeal was thrown out for doubt about the groundwater, whether or not if there was a spillage, it would percolate down into aquifers and this sort of thing.
Right.
So the inspector said, get this sorted out. So Egdon, who was the operator, did a cracking job, I must say. And their application was effectively, in my opinion, and not just my opinion, a lot of observers' opinions, watertight. So the council gave the documentation to an independent hydrological company who came along and said, yes, all the inspector's issues, concerns appear to have been dealt with, and there's no reason why this cannot be passed with some conditions. And there's always a condition with any application and planning. The own planning officer recommended it, thrown out again.
Right, so you're appealing that in November.
So that has been, it's all gone through. We put two appeals in. One was to extend the planning extension, the licence, and that went through without any issue at all. That appeal was overruled against the council. We had that extended. So this appeal, hopefully, will go the same way. There was no planning reason as to why not. Now, obviously, with climate change, that is potentially an issue. However, you import oil, gas, condensate from Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq by boat, carbon footprint, a dinosaur's footprint.
Right.
We produce the oil, we send it over to Immingham, 17 kilometres away. Our carbon footprint is about that big. So when you start saying, and everything's done correctly and safely, and we should, I say nothing is ever 100%, but we've done our best job that we can actually do to make this happen.
Yeah, I did one of those, it was, I can't remember, there was this song that my son was watching, and it was all about testing your own carbon footprint. Ours was going quite well until we put the flights in. All of a sudden,
the flights?
Your flights, yeah, I didn't
See, we're not even flying, we're in the UK.
Yeah, I know, so like the moment that you start, flying around the world and travelling and stuff, I guess that raises it for everybody. Yeah. And what are your future plans for the rest of 2019?
Basically, we've got such a lot on our plate, obviously with Wrestle, which is looming. Result, it's a 40-day well. We've been at it for 13, 14 days. If that happens, God, what a company changer for us. Biscathorpe, looking at that. Wrestle, preparing for that. We've got a QC involved, by the way, with Wrestle. So it's always a help.
Absolutely.
There are other projects we were looking at, but we've got a hell of a lot to concentrate on at this moment in time. We're very optimistic, of course we are. But always risk, I've got to say that.
Well, you know the industry in and out now, don't you? So,
we're a public company. People buy our shares and hope that they make money, and we're probably more. Our risk, we would be in the lower quartile on risk because we don't go for mad cap plans. So it could happen, and they're all big enough to make a complete difference to people that invest. in more way than one, up and down. See what I mean?
Yeah, no, of
But
course.
we obviously, I'm always a glass half full person. You've got to be in this game.
Yeah,
So
because
hopefully everything, and actually just one of the projects comes in, everybody will do very well.
David, thank you very
Yeah.
much for joining us today.
Thank you. More than welcome. Come
Yeah.
back again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us on Share Talk. We'll be back soon with another CEO interview.